Hi, this is Micornus Phokane, the leader and the founder of the Young Men Empowerment Forums. We are dealing with part 2 of this great topic, addictions you need to break from your life. Addictions that you need to get rid of in your life. And because this type of addictions, they sometimes look good. They sometimes look like they're progressing you, and they look like you enjoying them. You're stuck to your own comfort zone of these addictions. And you sometimes promote them to others because you feel these are good addictions. But we want to address them today so that you can break them, because they've actually delayed you for so long. And that's the reason why we address them. Now, the first addiction that we want to deal with today is addiction to seeking validation. Addiction to seeking validation. Now, you're talking about people who are so much seeking validation from others. So, people that want to be approved of others. Whatever you do, you want somebody to say, yes, you can do. Whatever you are, you want somebody to come and pat you on the shoulder and say, well done all the time. And you are looking good all the time. You need validation from people. And that's an addiction that when you get into, it can be very bad and very dangerous for you. Now, as a young man, we want you to mature out of that and break that addiction of wanting people to validate you. And I know some of you is because you grew up under parents that validated you all the time. But life is not about that, because at the end of the day, you're going to be navigating the life without validation, whereby nobody will be looking towards your side, because people are busy with other things in their own lives. They're developing their own lives. So if you are going to walk around seeking for validation, you may not get it. And that may hurt you, because you might have thought that everybody should validate you all the way. Now, addiction of being validated is very dangerous addiction. Now, many people don't realize that when you are addicted to validation, you diminish your own self-worth. You feel like, I'm not worth anything because nobody seems to be validating me. When people don't validate you, you feel like, I'm not worth it. So your self-worth then wanes down. Your self-worth then becomes something of the past. And you realize that after that, you don't have confidence anymore. Now, people that are having confidence issues is because generally, these are the people that are addicted to validation and by others, to be validated by others. And they are seeking validation all the time. And as I say, people are busy. And sometimes people don't always have time to validate you. People don't always have time to validate others. People are busy with their own businesses. And that is the reason why. If people don't validate you, it's not because you're not worth, but it's because they are busy to do so. And I want to urge you, please, that please arise from what you feel and let your self-worth be maintained. And realize that when you break the spirit of seeking validation, the addiction of seeking validation, you're actually helping your self-worth, and you will actually value yourself better than other people would do. And that's very, very key. And you also, this makes you dependent on others to feel good, because you wake up in the morning, you're not able to feel good on your own. You're feeling good because others have said something. What if they don't say? You find that you are going to be miserable the whole day, because nobody ever said you're looking good. Nobody ever said well done to you. Nobody ever said you are doing a good job. So if you are seeking for that all the time and you are addicted to that, you're going to remain depressed in your life. As I said, not everyone will validate you. Not every day you will be validated. Now that will actually make you dependent on other people, actually, for you to be feeling good. And sometimes you may actually not get that, and therefore your day may be miserable every day and not feeling good at all because nobody validated you. Now, it leads also to lack of authenticity, because sometimes when you want people to validate you, you will behave according to their prescripts. You want to do things because they prefer you to do things this way. So you are becoming an impressionist. You become somebody who want to impress others. So you don't live your life. You're living a life of others. You want to do things the way other people want to see you doing. And therefore, you are not authentic at all. You become an imitator of others because you want to impress them. You want to become an imitator of your role models because you want to impress them. So please, don't be addicted. Shake off this addiction of of seeking validation, because it is going to be letting you down. As I say, it leads to lack of authenticity. And as a result, we have seen young men that are not authentic at all because they want validation from other people. Now, the second addiction that we want you to look to break is what we call addiction to comparing. Addiction to comparing. Now, this is another addiction that many people are not aware that it is so bad. And many people are not even aware that they do compare. And when you start to compare, when you are addicted to that, this is actually what we call constant comparison, which damages self-esteem, because you always compare yourself with others. Am I looking good? Am I like so-and-so? Did I reach my goal like so-and-so? Did I succeed in my life like so-and-so? So you're comparing yourself with different people. And sometimes you compare yourself with people that you don't know how they gained their wealth. You don't even know how they reached the level that they've reached. And you find that you are actually pulling yourself down to depression by the things that you don't know how people achieved or how people accumulated them. Now, I always say to people, and as a young man, I hope you learn from this, that when you go to sleep every night, it's not everyone who's going to sleep. You don't know what people are doing when you are sleeping. So please stop comparing yourself with other people. And I know it's an addiction, and I know it's something that when you're addicted to it, it will actually kill your self-esteem. And most of our young men today cannot actually look on the mirror to themselves and be proud of themselves because they feel, I'm underdressed compared to so-and-so. They feel I'm driving a lesser car than so-and-so. And they're feeling I'm staying in a lesser suburb or a lesser house than so-and-so. And because of that, then you are actually killing your own self-esteem. And therefore, you find yourself telling yourself that you haven't achieved much because you compare yourself with other people. What it does, it creates also feelings of inadequacy when you are comparing yourself with other people. You feel inadequate. You feel, I cannot do this. You feel, I'm not able to do this. And you feel to be disempowered because you feel others are more intelligent than you. And this is an addiction that's very dangerous. And remember that in life, we're gifted differently. Your skills are not the same like mine, and your friend knowledge may not be like yours. So therefore, our gifts are different. So therefore, comparing is actually unfair because you're comparing yourself with somebody who is actually crafted differently, who is gifted differently, somebody who's having a different purpose, somebody who's having a different vision. So you're actually not comparing apple to apple when you compare yourself with other people, because you are your own unique individual, and God crafted you that way, that you are a unique and different individual. So you cannot be the same like your neighbor. You cannot be the same like your brother, like your sister, like your friend as well. And that's something that's very important. So focus on who you are. And focus on your destiny, yourself, and the purpose that you have instead of comparing yourself. And I know this is a very dangerous addiction. So we want to urge you that please avoid and break the addiction of comparing in your life. It leads to dissatisfaction with own accomplishments as well. You're forever looking down upon what you have achieved. You're forever looking down upon what you have accomplished in your life. And therefore, you're actually feeling that you didn't accomplish anything compared to so-and-so, compared to so-and-so. And when you start to compare yourself that way, you're actually causing a detriment upon yourself. And we want to urge you as a young man that please kick out this addiction to comparison, because it will kill your self-worth and your self-esteem as well. I want to end up here today, your host, Micornus Phokane, the leader and the founder of the Young Men Empowerment Forum. We are aiming to develop ordinary young men into extraordinary men of wisdom, integrity, and character. And we're doing this, of course, through kingdom principles. And we hope that you've learned out of this. This was part 2, of course, of this great topic. We will continue with part 3 tomorrow. But before we check out, we want to make you aware of our Facebook page, Young Men Empowerment Forum, and our YouTube channel as well at Young Men Empowerment Forum. So we would love you to subscribe and click notification buttons. Don't forget our Facebook page, Micornus Phokane. We posted these videos for your sake so that you can access them freely and be able to learn out of that. Don't forget our TikTok account as well. I believe that this will help help you as you follow us. But don't forget to share these platforms with your friends, with your families, and everybody who dare to want to listen to us as well. And we believe that you'll learn out of this. May the good Lord bless you. I want to check out right here and say cheers for now.